Hey, what's up guys? This is going to be the first video in a series of testing. I want to take a very nice, extremely nice, expensive knife and test it. Test it like most of us wouldn't test it. Most of us would take this awesome Microtech and fondle it, look at it, put it in a case, put it in some kind of padded display thinger-majigger, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's a collectible knife and it's a beautiful knife. What I want to do is I want to use it. I want to use it really, really hard. I don't want it to break, but it may break. And we'll see. I'm going to use it for a bunch of normal tasks, and as things progress, I'll use it for some demanding tasks. Let's just say for some reason you do have an expensive folding knife like this in your possession, and you do need to use it for bushcraft. We'll do those videos down the road as well. But this is where I'm starting. I want to show you right out of the box the edge, the cutting performance. I mean, how you would expect it if you bought it. All right, so this is a Microtech Select Fire Stonewash, and of course it is a manual action. All right, so here's the box it comes in, and we're gonna take this little sleeve off here, if we can get it. Okay, put that off to the side. Not gonna need this packaging anymore. Okay, little padded case, and here it is in all of its beautiful glory. All right, so first I'm going to do some paper cutting tests in this video, just to give you an idea of its edge and the performance. Okay, so right now I have just some standard printing paper. All right, ridiculously sharp out of the box. I honestly can tell you that it feels like it's freshly sharpened and stropped. It really surpasses most factory edges, even a Spyderco. So if you're excited about getting a brand new Spyderco and you love that edge, that hit the bottom there, that's why it ripped, you'd be more than thrilled with this edge right out of the box. So let's put that off to the side here. I'm going to do another test real quick to show you something that a lot of people like doing. Here's a phone book. If you happen to want to know where I live in the Pocono Mountains. So I got a phone book, which I'll cut some of that paper, but I also want to cut some paracord. All right, this is a pretty popular test. A lot of people like to do is see if it's going to cleanly slice or kind of pop chunks of the paracord off. All right, so just kind of a push cut, and it really does not take much effort at all to cut that paracord. Let me zoom in just a little bit here so you guys can see a better shot of this. There we go. Just push cut. I mean, this is a factory edge right out of the box. Okay, does not take much effort at all. And of course I'll try some different spots on the blade, going towards the base there. And a lot of times, even some factory edges, the tip a lot of times is not as sharp as the rest of the blade. So let's try the tip here as well. Make sure I'm in frame now that I zoomed in. You see that? Just popping it off. So very impressive. I mean, I've held literally thousands of knives, and I really can't think of anything offhand that was sharper out of the box than this one. But anyway, let's move all this stuff out of the way for a second. Pick up that later, and let's do some phone book paper. All right. So obviously a harder task to cleanly cut through than the printer paper. It's a lot thinner. So you can see, well, of course I have wind out here, which is not gonna help. All right guys, I am back inside 2 hours later after charging my camera and taking a couple of phone calls, doing the laundry, and going to the bathroom. I'm finally back in business. No, you didn't need to know any of that, but you do now. So there's just no going back. Stop living in the past. Catch up with me here. We're looking at the Microtech. I'm gonna do the phone book cut paper test in here because there's no wind and because now my camera is working. The whole gist of this little series, oh, so beautiful, is to show an amazing knife, a high-end tactical knife in use. How much abuse will it take? And I don't mean abuse like trying to break it, but I mean first actual use, then later into abuse, okay? Using folding knives for batoning and for chopping and everything else is abuse. It's not meant for that task. That's what a fixed blade's for. But guess what? We're gonna do it with this knife. And most of you guys would never ever do it with this knife. That's why I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. and actually test this baby, because this is one of my favorite folding knives ever. I'm very confident in saying that, ever. The blade style and the overall look and everything like that is nice, and I definitely like other designs more, but the overall quality of this knife is just out of this world. And this isn't the review yet, this is just some testing, but the thing could not possibly lock up any tighter, okay? It could not be any easier to use, any smoother, okay, and any sharper. And that's really what we're looking for in knives. Of course, there's other things I don't like about it, but again, not the review. And I'll go over that when I do the review. But as far as the quality and performance, so far, really, really top notch. Just really excited about this one. So anyway, we're gonna be doing some paper cuts with some phone book paper. Turn right to this, is this a sign I'm gonna cut myself? Injured? Can we help? No, you can't. So what I am gonna do, oh, you know what? That's stupid. That's a, yeah, that's a cardboard insert. Just gonna show you how awesome it is cutting that. Yeah, see that? The thin paper. It's so ridiculous. Thousands of pages here. I turn right to that. All right. Just get some phone book paper here. Doesn't really matter. Cut a bunch of sheets on accident. All right, so move this out of the way now. Get down to business here. Some regular phone book paper. Okay, I just want to show you how this performs. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, if you guys have seen these on a lot of different channels, Gavco does a lot of phone book paper slicing. Jay Davis does a lot of phone book paper slicing for good reason. It's a great test, okay? This is extremely thin paper. If your blade can easily glide through this paper, you know it's nice and sharp. Now, that is if you don't try to use the unsharpened portion. So let's try that again. Okay, very sharp. So this really, I mean, let's see. I don't really want to have a bald patch. Let's shave my hand. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of a monkey looking thing. Let's see this hair here? Shouldn't really be there, so let's cut that off. Shaving sharp. You can see it on there. All right, really no pressure at all. Let's clean the rest of my hand up, get it nice and even so I don't look all funky. Yes, that's what a knife lover, a cutlery lover looks like. I gotta round that off a little bit here. I have to do my other hand. There's really no pressure here. Yeah, that's gross. I'm gonna have stubble on my hand. But yeah, you can see, easily shaving sharp. Shaving sharp, easily slices through phone book paper. This is a factory edge, okay? This is something you don't usually get, honestly, with a lot of different companies, a lot of major manufacturers too. Let's try to do a little squiggle cut. If you can kind of do curves and turns in the phone book paper, you're really doing good as far as sharpness. Now, a lot of times you'll see tests like this and someone will just come in and slice and you go, oh my God, that's awesome. You can have the exact same knife and the exact same piece of paper and you can do this. Oh no. Ew. There is some technique involved here. So sometimes your paper cut tests don't look that impressive. Don't get discouraged. I mean, I'm talking if you're making your own videos and stuff, you just practice with it. It really takes a little bit of practice to do a paper cut test. I know that sounds silly. Knife, paper, cut it. But there is a right and wrong way to do it. And you can make your knife look like it's duller than it is, okay? So anyway, try that again. Okay, nice easy curve. Any kind of curves show the sharpness. But of course, the easiest thing is to go right across. But very thin slices of phone book paper, amazing. I think I'm gonna do some more, I kind of want to get into some of the harder stuff, but of course it's gonna start beating on the blade. My intentions for this series is to first, like I said, show actual use, which you're seeing now, paper. I'll do another video just cutting cardboard, and I'm gonna cut a heck of a lot of cardboard. I'm never ever going to sharpen this knife for this testing, for this period of time. Of course, when I'm all done, I'll sharpen it, but I wanna see how far I can get as is. I don't wanna keep altering it, okay? So from this factory edge, you're gonna see a lot of some demos, some actual footage of some field testing. That's what it is. And then we'll go above and beyond the Call of Duty here, for this particular knife, but amazing, really, really beautiful. And carbon fiber inserts. It's something else. And these knives, I mean, they're made, obviously they're collectible. Obviously people like buying them for their collection, but they're really just, I mean, there's a fantastic knife to actually use. I love when this thing locks up. It feels so good. So anyway, yes, some demos coming up in the future. You'll see more videos for this series. I'm just recording this now. I'm going to hang on to this video for a while because I'm not sure the order of, you know, how I'm going to post videos. So when you do finally see this, it'll probably be later down the road. I'm sure I will have EDC'd this and all kinds of crap from now until you actually see the other demos. But anyway, fantastic knife. So anyway, that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you the basics out of the box. Obviously you can tell it's very sharp. Computer paper, printing paper, no sweat whatsoever. Okay, then onto the foam book paper, which is fine. Pops the paracord like nothing and shaves quite easily. I'm sure this can do a hair whittling thing, but I don't have any hair to whittle except for Gus's, and that would be cheating because he has coarse hair. So you could take any semi-sharp knife and whittle his hair. But unfortunately, I'm bald right now. So, I mean, you know, shaved head. So I don't have any hair to whittle. However, just trust me on it. It's hair whittling sharp. So stay tuned for other demos and testing, because I will take this knife to its limits and we will see how far we can take it. Okay, so stay tuned for those. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy the other videos I'm planning on making. All the usual crap you can assume you'll see on the channel, plus I always like to throw in a surprise or two. Sometimes those surprises are boring, sometimes they're extremely entertaining. Just depends on who's watching. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I thank you for watching. See you soon.